Hello, and how are you doing? Let's talk the let's British and Irish Lions weather watch. That's what I'm going with for the Barbarians versus the obviously the Lions. As you can see outside, it is a grey day here in Auckland, and we have a severe weather warning coming into effect for today and for tomorrow up until 10 a.m. in New Zealand time for basically everywhere north of Auckland. And where are the Barbarians playing the British and Irish Lions? Well, in Whangarei, or what you'll have heard a lot of people calling it Whangarei, but WH is a th in Maori. So Whangarei up north of Auckland. Maybe that is why the Lions are heading up there today in their Land Rovers rather than in their coaches, in case there are some landslips along the way. I don't know, or maybe it's just an advertising or comfort kind of thing. But yes, the Lions are heading up there today in their Land Rovers rather than their coaches. So if you do see a fleet of Land Rovers with Lions on them on the way up, give them a good old toot and wish them well. As I say, so they're heading up to Whangarei, where there is that severe weather warning. And the severe weather warning is around rain, so it's going to be wet, wet, wet up there. To be honest, I don't fully understand all this stuff, but I think it's like 100 millimetres of rain over the next 24 hours or so. So it's going to be a wet game. And so it does stop at around 10 a.m. The game is going to be at 7:30 p.m. So there is about 9 hours before the game. The weather watch will be lifted, or is expected to be lifted. So the actual game shouldn't be too bad, but it will. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was still raining up there. It's going to be heavy rain, and the ground is going to be muddy and wet. So a lot of people have, or the bookies apparently have got the British and Irish Lions favourites by 30 points. We'll have to see if the weather plays any part in bringing that down, because we are talking about a scratch side that the British and Irish Lions are playing. They've only been together for about a week. They come from all different provinces. They don't normally play with each other either. And this is, as I say, I've said before, this is the gimme for the Lions, and I predict the Lions by sort of 14, 20 points. It'd be quite comfortable winners in this one. Even with the wet weather. So, one last look out there. Actually, to show you my mountain in the background. There we go. It is going to be wet. It is grey here in Auckland. It has rained overnight, and it is going to get wetter. So it's going to be wet underfoot, and it's going to be a slippery ball. So that's your weather watch for the opening game of the Lions. I'll probably do one for the Blues game, which I'm going to next Wednesday, and we'll see about the other games going forward after that. Have a great day. I'll be on here later giving my Aviva Premiership review, and I'll be back on here tomorrow after the game. Oh, sorry, not back on here. I'll be on YouTube live tomorrow after the game, giving post-game review with Michael Pullman, who is a Kiwi rugby pundit, and the Maul Over podcast from Devon. So join us for a good chat there.